Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another weekly movie review where I talk about and go over every movie that I could find that came out this week that includes what you can rent, buy, stream, or go see in the theaters. We've got quite a large list this week, so I'd like to jump right into it and give you my first reaction to many of these films. There's a lot on here I haven't seen, but there are a few that I am very much looking forward to seeing. Without further ado, let's get to the list. Alright, first off, we have Monster Hunter, which is now available on 4K, Blu ray, and DVD. So this has been out available for VOD for a while and in theaters. I'm not going to talk about the plot for this one because I've gone over it before, but I just wanted to make sure for those of you 4K and physical media enthusiasts, you're aware that this is now available for you this week. Now, here we have the Mauritanian. I believe that's how that is pronounced. The Mauritanian. Let's see. We have Mohamedou Ould Salahi fights for freedom after being detained and imprisoned without charge by the U.S. government for years. Now, I've heard about this film. It's getting some buzz through the awards. I know that Jodie Foster won the Golden Globe, so I'm pretty excited to see this one. This week, it is now on VOD. It's been out in cinemas. I think it's actually at a nearby cinema for me that I can go and see, so I would like to check this out. Let me know if you guys will be seeing it and what your thoughts are. Alright, we got a big one, Raya and the Last Dragon. This is in theaters and simultaneously on Disney Plus for $30. I would very much like to check this out. I've heard great things. It's getting great reviews. Let's see. So, in a realm known as Kumandra, a reimagined Earth inhabited by an ancient civilization, a warrior named Raya is determined to find the last dragon. So, yes, I think this looks like a really interesting original Disney film. I like that mythology that they're going for here, and but I will say I will not be spending $30. I will wait for this to come out on their platform in what 3 months, or if I get a chance to see it in the theaters with somebody, I might do that as well. Or I might even wait until it's on 4K, but definitely want to check this one out. If you guys have seen it, let me know your thoughts. Okay, next we have Coming to America. This is available on Amazon Prime Video. It's the sequel to Coming to America. So we have the African monarch Akeem learns he has a long lost son in the United States and must return to America to meet his unexpected heir and build a relationship with his son. Now, call me crazy, but I don't think I've ever fully seen Coming to America, and I apologize for that. But I've heard some people really like it, and yeah, but it's one of those films that just seems to have escaped me. It looks like so far this new film is getting some mixed reviews. I'd love to hear what you guys have thought about it, if you are planning to see it, if this was something you really wanted, or if you were kind of like, oh, okay, I guess they made another one. But yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts on that one. Boss Level. This is a film that is on Hulu. This is about a retired special forces officer is trapped in a never-ending time loop on the day of his death. Okay. I just have to say, I think we're getting a new time loop movie lately almost every other week, and maybe it just happens to be the fact that I've seen a number of these films recently. I've seen Groundhog Day, I've seen The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. There was Freaky, which was kind of that, but twist on that, but not really. There's just been a lot of time loop. And it looks like it's getting pretty good feedback. I like Frank Grillo. I don't know if I will see this one, but if you guys have seen it, let me know if it's worth your time. I do like time loop, don't get me wrong, but there's a certain point where it feels a little overdone if you do it too much. Alright, next we have Chaos Walking. This is a new film in theaters. It has Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland. Great cast. A dystopian where there are no women and all living creatures can hear each other's thoughts in a stream of images, words, and sounds called noise. So, I like the title, I like the cast. Unfortunately, I haven't heard that many great things about the movie. I don't know if I will be seeing it, but definitely let me know if you plan to or if you have. As I said, it is in theaters. It looks like it is nearby for me, so we'll see. But not too sure about that one. Crisis. I believe I may have gone over this one before. It's now on VOD. It was in theaters, I believe, last week. Yeah, so 3 stories. Yes, I already went over the plot of this film. I'm not too sure about it, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to check it out, but I do like the cast. We got some interesting people in there, so definitely let me know if you guys have seen that and if you think it's worth checking out. The World to Come. This is now available on VOD. This is a film about somewhere along the mid-19th century American East Coast frontier. Two neighboring couples battle hardship and isolation, witnessed by a splendid yet testing landscape, challenging them both physically and psychologically. Okay, sounds like a pretty interesting plot. I like the title, and it looks like it's getting pretty good reviews and overall feedback. Let's see. Yeah, we got some interesting. Oh, yeah, but Vanessa Kirby. So yeah, that might be pretty good. Let me know if you guys have seen that one. Let me see. That is for I can't get a price on that, so that might be probably between the $7 to $20 rental range right now. So we have Fatale. This is on Blu-ray and DVD. This is after a one-night stand, a successful married man finds himself entangled in a cunning police detective's latest investigation. Okay. I saw that we have Hilary Swank. Haven't seen her in a long time in a film. Unfortunately, this one doesn't look like it's getting the best feedback. I do like the title, but yeah, let me know if you guys are planning to check that one out. Ammonite. I've heard of this film. It's now on Hulu, and it looks like you can rent it for $6. 1840s England. Acclaimed but overlooked fossil hunter Mary Anning and a young woman sent to convalesce by the sea develop an intense relationship, altering both of their lives forever. So that looks like it could be pretty good. Like I said, I have heard about this film. I think it's got a good cast. Kate Winslet, Saoirse Ronan, yep. It's got some good reviews. So let me know if you guys have checked that one out. I might be willing to check it out sometime myself. Boogie. I actually saw a preview for this one. This was when I went and saw Minari. This was in the theaters. There was a preview. So let's see. It's a coming-of-age story of Alfred Boogie Chin, a basketball phenom living in Queens, New York, who dreams of one day playing in the NBA. While his parents pressure him to focus on earning a scholarship at an elite college, Boogie must find a way to navigate a new girlfriend, high school, on-court rivals, and the burden of expectation. All right, so yeah, definitely a coming-of-age story. I do like basketball stories. This one sounds like it could be interesting. I wasn't too impressed by the trailer, but you know, it's a trailer. Looks like some people that have seen it so far are enjoying it, getting some mixed reviews. So yeah, let me know if you're going to check out Boogie. The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run. This is on Blu-ray, DVD, and the new Paramount Plus, or rebranded CBS All Access streaming service. So we have a new SpongeBob film. After SpongeBob's beloved pet snail Gary is snail napped, he and Patrick embark on an epic adventure to the lost city of Atlantic City to bring Gary home. So I grew up with SpongeBob, so I have a special connection to that character in that TV show. I'm not too big of a fan of this animation style. I wish it was in the traditional, two-dimensional hand-drawn that they did as a cartoon, but I might be willing to check that out. It looks like it's getting pretty good reviews so far and feedback, so let me know if you guys have seen it and if you think it's worth it. Moxie. This is a new Netflix film. Fed up with the sexist and toxic status quo at her high school, a shy 16-year-old finds inspiration from her mother's rebellious past and anonymously publishes a zine that sparks a school-wide coming-of-age revolution. Okay. So, yeah, this one, I like the title. It looks interesting. I'm not too sure if it's just something I would check out or not, but it looks like it's overall liked by most people, but it's got some average or mixed critics feedback. So yeah, let me know if you guys have heard of this one, if you plan on checking it out, and I might give it a try sometime. All My Life. This is available on VOD, Blu-ray, and DVD. This is about a couple's wedding plans are thrown off course when the groom is diagnosed with liver cancer. Okay, that sounds pretty sad. I did see that it has some interesting, Jessica Roth from the Happy Death Day films. I do enjoy her, but it looks like it's getting panned, unfortunately, by critics. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be seeing this one, you guys, but let me know if you have, if you think it's worth checking out. Half Brothers. This is available on Blu-ray and DVD. Renato, a Mexican aviation exec, is shocked to learn he has an American half-brother he never knew about, the free-spirited Asher. They are forced on a road trip together, tracing the path their father took from Mexico to the U.S. Okay, I do think that's an interesting plot. Unfortunately, this is another film that's getting panned, so I don't know if I'll be checking it out. But do let me know if you guys have seen it, if you think it's better than what the critics are saying. Pinocchio. So I've talked about Pinocchio before. Not much more to say. Obviously, it's a new adaptation of the Pinocchio story. I do think I would like to see this one, but this is now out on Blu-ray and DVD. It's been out on VOD for at least a week. So yeah, just letting y'all know. I believe this is pronounced Salinger. My Salinger Year. Let me know if that's incorrect pronunciation. This is a new film in cinemas about a college grad takes a clerical job working for the literary agent of the renowned reclusive writer J.D. Salinger. Okay, so yeah, it's about a writer. So yeah, it looks like people are enjoying this overall. It's got some mixed feedback from critics. Available. Oh, it looks like it's also available on VOD. So my sources weren't up to date. For $6, not just cinemas. If you guys want to check it out. Pixie. This film is also on VOD and in cinemas. To avenge her mother's death, Pixie masterminds a heist, but must flee across Ireland from gangsters, take on the patriarchy, and choose her own destiny. Okay, sounds like a kind of a fun movie there. I do know this has Olivia Cooke, who I really enjoy. It looks like it's getting mixed feedback from critics and audiences, but I might have to see it just because she's in it. That's available for $6 and in cinemas. Again, Pixie, let me know if you guys have checked that one out or if you plan to give it a watch. Let's see. Sentinel. This is a new Netflix film. Let's see what we got here. Transferred home after a traumatizing combat mission, a trained French soldier uses her lethal skills to hunt down the man who hurt her sister. Okay? Sounds like just kind of an interesting action film. Not too much I can see about this movie, but let me know if you guys are planning to check it out on Netflix. Cross the Line. This, I believe, is, I want to say a Spanish film, but let me confirm that. Yes, and it is, going back up top, sorry. A good-natured man has an unexpected deadly confrontation. Instincts kick in to clean up the mess caused in the name of self-defense, but does one really get away free after killing someone? Okay. Interesting. So yeah, another new Netflix film. HBO. Let me know if you guys have heard about that one, if you're going to check it out. Zappa. This is now on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital. This is a documentary about an in-depth look into the life and work of musician Frank Zappa. So that could, immediately have interest for people that like documentaries or especially about Frank Zappa. Looks like this is getting pretty good feedback overall, all around. I don't really know much about Zappa, but I might want to check this one out when I get a chance. I always like documentaries and discovering more about people. Scare Me. This is, I believe, a Shudder original that is now on Blu-ray and DVD. It's a comedy horror, my favorite. It's a $6.99 rental as well. During a power outage, two strangers tell scary stories. The more Fred and Fanny commit to their tales, the more the stories come to life in their Catskills cabin. The horrors of reality manifest when Fred confronts his ultimate fear. So yeah, this one looks fun. I definitely am interested to see it. Looks like critics are enjoying it. Audiences are maybe giving it a little bit of a hard time, but that's pretty typical with horror films. Every horror fan likes different things. But yeah, definitely let me know if you guys have seen Scare Me and if you plan on checking it out. Dreamcatcher. This is a new on VOD. The film centers on two estranged sisters who, along with their friends, become entrenched in a 48-hour whirlwind of violence after a traumatic experience at an underground music festival. Okay? Don't know too much about this one yet, but I do know it's a horror film. Kind of reminds me... I don't know what it reminds me of, but it has kind of a similar cover to, say, Scream with that mask. Let me know if you guys are going to check that one out. Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell. This is a new Netflix documentary about Features rare footage filmed by Christopher Wallace's best friend, Damian D. Rock Butler, and interviews with his closest friends and family, revealing a side of Biggie Smalls that the world never knew. Now, this looks really interesting, and so far it looks like people are enjoying it overall. I've always been interested in the life of the Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls. I never listened to a lot of his music, but I definitely listened to a lot of Tupac and grew up, knowing about what happened to them. I do like that this is focusing more about his life and not the circumstances of his death. So I definitely think that might be really interesting. Let me know if you guys have seen it, if it's worth it. Lucky. This is a new film on Shudder. A horror thriller. A suburban woman fights to be believed as she finds herself stalked by a threatening figure who returns to her house night after night. When she can't get help from those around her, she is forced to take matters into her own hands. Alright, so yeah, this one intrigues me. It looks like it's got some good feedback from critics. Again, horror fans are giving it a hard time. But yeah, this is available on Shudder, and I definitely would like to maybe check that out sometime. Let me know what you guys think of it. The Human Voice. This is available in cinemas. Apparently this is a short, and I did not realize that. A woman watches time passing next to the suitcases of her ex-lover who is supposed to come pick them up but never arrives. And a restless dog who doesn't understand that his master has abandoned him. Two living beings facing abandonment. Interesting. So yeah, this is supposed to be in theaters, I want to say, unless I got this wrong. I apologize. My phone's saying that it's supposed to come out March 12th. Anywho, looks like people are enjoying it so far. If this one interests you, definitely let me know, you guys. Triggered. This is available on Hulu. So we have nine old high school friends have a 5-year reunion camping in a forest. They all have secrets. Their old science teacher straps a time bomb to each of them. Killing another gives one their time. Last one lives. I don't know about this this plot, but anywho, this film Triggered, $3 rental. Let me know if you guys are gonna check that one out. Interesting. It's on Hulu, as I probably mentioned. Let's see, Mariposa. This is a new film on Netflix. I would want to confirm the country. Let's see, this is an Indonesian film, and let's see, it is about Iqbal is like a Mariposa butterfly to Acha. Each time someone approach, he always runs away. Acha is determined to win Iqbal, a man known to be handsome, smart, yet cold. Okay, so it sounds like a kind of a rom-com. Overall, people are enjoying it, but let me know if you guys are interested in that one. The Walrus and the Whistleblower. I believe this is a new documentary on Discovery Plus. An animal trainer becomes an unlikely whistleblower and is sued for $1.5 million for plotting to steal a walrus, falling down the rabbit hole of a personal quest while a larger movement grows to end marine mammal captivity. Alright, that's definitely a very interesting looking film. Mixed feedback. Unfortunately, you don't see a lot of documentaries that don't get received that well, but let's see. So yes, $4 as well. But yeah, if you guys have Discovery Plus, there's a new documentary on there. Dog Washers. This is a, I want to say Spanish film. Let's see. Oh, Colombian. They speak Spanish. Don Oscar. It's a long synopsis. Don Oscar, if he wanted, could have been next to Escobar, but instead he sits on the ruins of his decrepit little drug empire. And let's face it, there is not much left to sit on. Only a handful of his most faithful guards still remain with him. I don't really want to read the rest. That's a lot to read. But anyway, this is the new drama on Netflix, you guys. So let's see. My Favorite Blonde. This is an older film from the 40s. It's now available on Blu-ray for the first time. Karen Bentley, an English secret agent, links up with Larry Haynes, and his star Penguin Percy in an attempt to outwit German spies. Okay, so it's about a secret agent, another person, and a penguin. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I was intrigued that this is on Blu-ray. I like classic films, and this is got a decent score from critics, so might check that out one day. Alright guys, we're almost done. We have Ruth Justice Ginsburg in Her Own Words. This is a documentary on Stars. How does someone with 3 strikes against her rise to the highest court in the land, the U.S. Supreme Court? So yeah, unfortunately, this documentary isn't getting great reviews. I've seen RBG and I really enjoyed that, and I was intrigued to see a new documentary about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but I don't know if I'll be checking this one out, you guys. Let me know if you guys have. But yeah. Fate of Alakada. This is a new Netflix film. I want to confirm the country here. This is a Nigerian film. There we go. So this is a comedy. Oh, there's no plot. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. That's all I got for you guys. I don't know the plot. But yeah, this is a new comedy film on Netflix. Hey, looks like people are enjoying it so far. Okay, last 2. So we have an anime film coming out on Blu-ray for the first time called Aragne, I believe, Sign of Vermilion. This one has a pretty interesting plot. A young woman in a decaying apartment complex finds herself seeing worms and moths everywhere, bursting out of beetles, animals, and people, and sets out to find how this is related to a rash of murders across the city. So I do enjoy my anime, but I'm not sure if everybody's seen this one. I just want to make sure for those of you who know about it and have been wanting to see it on Blu-ray, it is coming out this week. But lastly, this one I have a few thoughts on. Persona, the dark truth behind personality tests. This is a new documentary on HBO Max. So, a documentary exploring the history and growing dangers surrounding the seemingly innocuous Myers-Briggs personality test. Alright, you guys. So I've taken that test, and I've always been kind of a big fan of it. I think it's very interesting, and it's helped me kind of learn a lot about myself. And I'm not sure I'm in favor of this documentary, but I might be willing to give it a chance. It kind of has a similar vibe to me as, say, The Social Dilemma, which I did enjoy, but this almost feels like it's not legit in a way. I don't know, I haven't watched it yet, but do let me know if you guys plan on checking this out, especially for those of you who have done the Myers-Briggs test or are a fan of it. It is available, as I said, on HBO Max. And that is the last film we have for this week, you guys. Alright guys, that was a lot of movies. That might have broken the record. That was 35. There's definitely quite a few in there I do want to check out, but there's a lot I'm not so sure I will be seeing. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys are interested in watching this week. I'd love to hear if there's anything that you have seen recently that you want to recommend. And yeah, let's talk about it in the comments. I'm always here to chat. As always, my name is Dylan, and if you love entertainment, subscribe to my channel while this video ends and send me a thumbs up before you go. Thanks for watching, and stay diligent.